Hello everyone, and welcome. I haven't said that in a hell of a long time. Yeah, this video is gonna be all over the place. I don't know where I'm gonna go with it. I don't know. I bet it's gonna be all over the place. Just expect that. Um, so I've had the idea for a while now that I want to return to making some sort of YouTube content. And yeah, I'm not too sure how it's gonna be, but yeah, it's gonna be basically just me sat having a chat, and it's not gonna be uh, it's gonna be raw, it's gonna be uncut, there's gonna be a lot of stutters, there's gonna be a lot of pauses. Um, there's not gonna be there might be some rough topics of discussion, um, but really it's just sat playing farming sim and chatting was basically whatever's on my mind. Um, so this save game, um, the game is actually playing or running quite poorly at the minute. I've just been messing around with some shaders and, or sorry, my in-game settings, and I'm getting a lot of frame drops and all sorts at the minute. So God knows what I've done to that, but we're just gonna roll with it. So I apologize if there's FPS drops or stutters or freezes or whatever. Um, Farming Sim is probably one of the worst optimized games that I've ever played. Um, so yeah. Um, so the map we are playing, if you don't already know, is Vintage Oaks. Um, it's just quite a heavy edit of the map that I have done. Um, we are currently down here in field 26, harvesting some barley. If we have a look on this pet channel here, we've only got a little bit left, and then we'll be going over into field 23. I've got courseplay on the combine, 2 trailers going, 2 fast tracks that you can see here. Just on auto drive, they're heading back to the farm and unloading, and then I'm just keeping up with them on the chaser bin. So yeah. This is quite a new save game. A lot of my friends know that I tend to have quite long save games now. I like to have a set of starter equipment and then work my way up. So if we have a look how much land we actually own. Okay, which channel? There we are. So this is the amount of land that we own. Vintage Oaks, if you don't know, is a 4K map. So that is 4 times the normal size of a standard Giants map. So even though this might not look like a lot of land, in the whole grand scheme of things of how big this, how many fields we have going, this is it's a huge map. This field alone, I've been harvesting for 3 days or 3 nights, and this little block here, Courseplay said it was going to take an hour to do. Now, how true that is, I do not know. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, this is quite a new safe game. I believe, actually I can have a look in the settings here. How many hours do we have? 17 and a half hours on this save game. And all I've done is obviously set up all my starter equipment and fields and whatnot. And I've harvested 3 fields in the 17 and a half hours. boy, oh boy. So yeah, I say that these videos are obviously going to have no sort of script to them. The way that I want to do these videos now is there's not going to be any time frame between videos. I'm not gonna say, oh, expect a video every week or whatever. It's just whenever I get the time, then I shall sit down and try and record. And the reason why I want to do that is back in, I think it was like the FS 15 days, I used to watch an American modder and YouTuber, and he had a video sort of style fairly much the same, just random discussion, just whatever, you know, he was doing, and I quite enjoyed that. And with my busy schedule, I think it would just work out better for me. And it's a bit different. I'm not trying to be some you know, do some let's play or whatever. So just whatever I have on my mind is what I'm gonna talk about. So yeah, I was actually looking just now when the last time I did a commentary video, and it was like 2018 in FS 17, which is crazy to think about. What's happened over the last, what's that, 6 years, and like just seeing the content I was creating back then, and those videos are actually private on my YouTube channel now, but it's quite interesting going back and watching the content. Is hella cringe, but yeah, it's weird hearing my own voice again through a microphone. I'm kind of used to it now, but yeah, it's still a bit strange. So yeah, the idea of this save game is I want this to last until FS25 is out. Probably last a bit longer than that because mods are going to have a fair roll around or rollover, if that makes sense. So I'm pretty sure I'll still be playing FS22 for a few weeks, maybe a month or two, once the new game is here. Just because of all the mods that are available for this game, and it will take modders a little bit of time to catch up. Any new projects they have going, any new mods, they need to learn all the new mechanics and methods of creating their mods and in-gaming them. So yeah, but I'm excited for the new game. If you're like me and have been keeping up with all the information as it's released, I am very excited. It seems like Giants have put an effort into either update or make changes in almost every aspect of the game, whether it's the visuals, the audio, the equipment, just everything in general. Yeah, I'm really excited to start modding for that game. And in these sort of videos, I want to sort of I guess do sort of, I don't really want to call them updates, but I want to show the mods that I'm working on, and Why? What is that combine doing? Why did that just miss a chunk? That's strange. But yeah, I think it'd be quite interesting for anyone that wants to, you know, see the modding or the process that I make. I think it's quite interesting. So yeah, so that's sort of one thing that I want to put into these videos. And you know, maybe I would I don't even know yet. I'm not gonna make promises. But yeah, so with this map, let's go through some of the things that I've changed in this map, because I'm sure there's going to be questions. So the textures are made by Bullet Bill. They're available on his itch.io page. The textures that I've changed are most of the crops. So let's let this save. This is one thing that I do not like about this game, is the autosave function when you press escape. Especially now, with this being a 4x map, I'm actually running row crop on this map. Now, if you don't know what row crop is, it's a I don't want to say it's a mod, because it's not really a mod. It's just a method or a way of tricking the game into looking like you have rows. So for crops like maize and corn and sugar beet, those are the two crops that I have added onto this map, which is maize and sugar beet. It gives the illusion that it's in rows. I'm sure if any of you have seen some of my photos, you've probably seen that. You know, I've shown that off a little bit. So I've got those two on. Now, the way that row cropping works actually is you're basically turning up the amount of foliage, sort of the crop density, and you're also increasing the resolution of the, I think it's not info layers, but the GRLE files, which is basically, for non-modding folk, that's just the data which the map reads. So the resolution, obviously, if you're taking an image, in this case, you're taking the image and you're increasing the resolution by 4 times. So for a 4x map, and it is a lot of pixels. It's about 16,000 pixels, which the game is reading, and it's quite it's simple if you if you've done modding and worked with textures, and you understand resolutions and stuff like that. It's quite a simple trick, the way that row crop works. But yeah, but obviously with a file that size, the game is not used to loading that sort of file. So when I press escape, and you saw earlier that it was saving, it usually takes about 10 seconds to save, and that's just because it's obviously saving a 16,000 pixel image each time that it's saving. So that's what some of that lag is that you'll see every now and again. It's when the game is auto-saving. I think I have auto-saving on. Yeah, every 15 minutes. So when it doesn't auto-save, it will sort of get a bit framey, where it's just saving those images. So yeah, so that's 2 things covered. So crops, crop textures, as I said, made by Bullet Bill. They're available. Tree textures are from Court Farms. So they're a little bit more lush, a lot more natural than the default Giants trees, which look like cartoon trees with how lush and vibrant they are color wise. What else have we done? The lighting, if my game obviously looks a lot different, I'm using is it Relight, I think it's called, which is a mod which just again changes your environment and color grading of the game, which is quite strange. If I look at my main monitor I'm playing on, it looks quite washed out, but I look at my other screen and it looks very like a lot more vibrant. So I might need to play with my settings of my monitors. So yeah, that's that. Vintage Oaks, the default map you can download from FarmSim Briscoe's itch.io page. I highly suggest if you do like large UK maps, this one is probably my favorite, and I've been playing it a lot, both in multiplayer and in single player. So yeah, so while that's unloading, let's go and have a look at the yard. I'm actually using a placeable system on this yard, so everything is placeable. I'm not gonna run because it looks like the frame rate drops quite a lot. So what we got? We are in farm, I think farm 5, if I remember correctly. Wherever this farm is, down here next to field 30 and 39, around this block. I think it's field 5. There's just so much. Let's see if I can turn some of this off actually. Yeah, farm 5. It's quite a nice spot. So holy lag, Batman. We've got a sort of a, I guess this would usually be a grain store, but I've got a workshop in it, just because I'm using with Courseplay, Autodrive, sorry. I like to use these sort of grids, you know, these silos that you dump into. It just makes it a lot easier. Another machinery shed here. A baler that I do not actually need. So let's get rid of that. And big coleslaw. Now I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be for root crops, but it's just quite a nice shed, big shed. That's made by MA7. I hope this doesn't look as laggy as it would on my screen. Otherwise it's gonna look horrendous. But yeah, so it's just quite a simple farm layout. Nothing too fancy. I don't actually own any of the fields around here, just the one sort of heading off in the northern direction from the farm. So yeah, so the fast tracks are coming through here, turning around in the yard and going through the grain dump and unloading. Which I really enjoy using Autodrive and Courseplay. I really enjoy the I guess the micromanagement of Farming Sim, and so yeah, so Autodrive and Courseplay, I like having workers and sort of managing them, you know. And yeah, so that's what they're doing. I'll hope to show off a bit more of the row cropping, because it's quite an interesting, quite cool visual. It's an illusion in the game. It's not an actual way. Row cropping isn't an actual method to make crops actually form in rows. It's just an optical illusion that makes it like that. But for anyone that doesn't know what it is, it looks quite cool. And so yeah, when we get around to that, I'll show that off a bit. So yeah, but the equipment we have, just this 828, couple of fast tracks, and a crawler. This truck is actually at the store. That isn't a lorry I use on the farm. I just use that to pick up and deliver like fertilizer and seed, because I don't really like doing it with a low loader or a flatbed on a tractor. This feels a bit better for me to have sort of the store deliver it, if that makes sense. A bit more realistic. But yeah, I'm loosely trying to do a bit of a control traffic farming style of gameplay. So trying to stick to the rows. We have a Joker 12-meter disc set. We then have a 12-meter Horsch Evo drill. So sticking to these two are gonna almost have an accident. Smooth this guy out of the way. So yeah, working off a 12-meter control traffic farming sort of idea. I've been watching a lot of PX farms recently, and so control traffic farm is obviously a farming style they use, and it's very interesting. So yeah, so sort of putting that into play in my save game here. Unfortunately, for FS19 there was actually a control traffic farming mod, which wherever you drive on a field, it would make it so you needed to plow. And unfortunately, it didn't get converted to FS22. But it's a quite a cool mod, which it's a bit of a shame that it wasn't put into this game. So where's the next field? Just through here. That is a rum hill. That's a mound. It's like a big molehill. I don't know if you can see that on the video or not, but if you're wondering how for a new save game I got tramlines, I did that with Courseplay. On the mod hub, there's these subsoilers by IJ Designs, and these are great for putting in tramlines. The way you do that is with Courseplay. Just generate a course. I don't know if I can do it with this chaser bin on the back. Create course, anode combine. No, I can't do it with this on. But what you would do is you generate a course, and in the tool width, just put it to whatever width your sprayer is. So if you're like me using a 12-meter control traffic farming setup and a 36-meter sprayer, then I would do a 36 meter. So I put 36 meter in that tool width, set him going from the start point, and he will actually put your tram lines in, which is very handy. I like to do that when I start a new save game. And yeah, I don't know if that combine's gonna need unloading or not. So the barley fields I'm working on. We have 12 fields on this save game, and I have 3 fields of each crop. So 3 fields of barley, 3 fields of wheat, 3 fields of OSR, and 3 fields of oats. The barley I have put down some straw, put down as straw, with the idea of baling. And the wheat I have chopped So there's no straw going to be off that. The OSR, there's going to be no straw. And the oats, I don't think I'm going to do straw for. Just because it's a lot of messing about. And it doesn't really work in a controlled traffic farming sort of style. Especially with the baler that I have. But nonetheless, I wanted to do some bales and I'm a bit... probably chose the wrong fields to do it on, because this is a large field. A lot of bales are going to come off of this. Ooh, going a bit quick. Probably not going to fill this chase route before we get to the end, but it doesn't matter, we're only going across the road. I'm quite interested to see what the combine makes of that that large molehill which is in the entrance of that field. I would smooth it out with the landscaping tool, but I'm unsure whether smoothing deletes crop, so I'm not going to do it until I've combined it. Combine's probably not going to like it, but doesn't really matter. So yeah, these videos, like I say, there's not going to be any scheduling for it. So I don't know when the next one will be out, but I do want it to become more of a regular thing. And live streaming also. I did a live stream a couple of nights ago, just trying to get a feeler, see how it performed, and it actually did alright. I'm quite happy with it, but it all comes down to timing, and how much spare time I get to live stream, because it would be something I'd like to do again. So yeah, as we wrap this field up, I want to see what the combine does on that next field before I end the video. But oh, actually the combine's going to go the opposite way around, so I'll manually drive it that last bit. So yeah, these videos I might do, when I record them, I might do it on either single player, like what we are now, or I I might do it on multiplayer. Yeah, actually, let's unload the grain while we're here. It's just whatever I'm doing at the time, really, when I get a chance to record. But yeah, leave me comments of things you want to do, you know, if there's anything information you want to or topics that you want me to speak about in these videos or anything like that. I don't know why that folded up. I need to make sure that I save. Yeah, I've already done it. Save the combine course. Right. Hopefully this lane does not have any traffic coming down it. I'm gonna stick the header out into the road, which is kind of dangerous, but right, let's start this combine up and see how it fares going over this hump. It does have leveling, this combine, although that track does not look. Oh boy, missing half my crop. Go on, just get the most of it. Oh, yeah, missing an absolute ton. Track. At least we've got one track on the ground. The edge of this field wants a bit of smoothing. A roomy header by now. This is real life. Missed half the crop. See if this one's any better. Go on this second run. Oh boy. There we go. That was a bit better. Can now level that off with the terrain tool, I think. Because I'm sure the drills and sprayers will not like that. I don't know if that's meant to be like that or whether that's something that got missed while I'm making the map. Right, let's create a course, shall we? See, this is what I mean about the whole row crop saving thing. Just takes a little bit longer to do. Right, create job. Field work. 2 headlands, sharp. Yes. There we go. Off you go. I'm also using, if you're wondering why the combine is not going very quickly, I use a mod called Combine Experience. Where is it? Down here. Which basically makes the combine actually have sort of a freshing sort of feature in the game, I guess. So the more crop, the better your yield, the more crop that's going through the combine, the slower it actually goes. You can see down here your yield that you're getting, and ton per hectare and all that sort of stuff. So if you're getting a good yielding crop, it properly slows down your combine as it would in real life. But if you haven't got that great of a yield, which actually we don't have too great of a yield in these fields, being that they're on a fresh save game. But so next time that I come to harvest, I'm sure it will be a lot better. But yeah, so that's so, you know, if you were wondering why my combine's going a bit slower, that's why. I'm actually going to save that course while I'm thinking about it. The reason why I'm saving it is because I will put a tractor and a baler on courseplay, baling these fields. So the way that you do that is save your combine course, and that basically means that the tractor will just do exactly the same route that your combine did, and therefore you'll be able to bale the exact rows where it did, where the combine drove. So what field is this? 23. Field 23, and then save course. Combine. There we are. So I'm also using, if you do use auto drive or courseplay, on FarmSim Briscoe's HIO page, there's actually a chap that has already done all of the auto drive courses for it. So save yourself a lot of time and go and download that. Just drop it into your save game folder, the XML, and yeah, like I say, it's got all of the fields already mapped out, so you don't have to waste your time doing it. So field 23, tractor weight, off you go. Do the same with this one. Field 23, tractor weight, off you go. Right, so they all head over to the field. My combine did need fuel, didn't it? But never mind, something I can sort out. Should have probably emptied the chaser. Never mind. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end this video. I apologize if the quality is, you know, a lot of frame drops that I've noticed and stuff like that. I will get all that sorted over time. But it's the first time I've recorded properly in however many years, so you have to bear with me for a bit. But yeah, if you found this video interesting, or you know, just it's more just sit and talk. Personally, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and while I'm at work in the tractor or whatever, it's quite nice just to listen. So you know, maybe that's something which this could be, you know, nice for. If not, if you're watching this, yeah, just give me some feedback. It'd be greatly appreciated. Like I say, any questions or topic of discussion, stuff like that, put them in the comments, and next time I'll get back to them, and yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.